Hello and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Alfonso Peluso and I'm an associate teaching professor in the College of Architecture at IIT, the home of the legendary Mies van der Rohe, and I'm adjunct faculty at Columbia College Chicago in the Interior Architecture program. Shout out to all my students. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to look at importing and exporting VR renderings, which is virtual reality renderings, in Adobe Premiere, and looking at how to import it and export it. And my image is coming from Lumion. So here you see an unrolled equirectangular image. So it's a sphere. If this was mapped to a sphere and we unrolled it, so 360-degree sphere, unrolled, it would be equirectangular, and this is divided up into 6 sections. So if you've ever seen a map of the Earth, 2D map that's unrolled, it's usually equirectangular projection. All right, this was output as a VR monoscopic image, and we'll take a closer look at that. The difference between monoscopic and stereoscopic. Monoscopic is one unrolled image. It's not made for the left eye or the right eye like an image made for VR goggles, and we'll look at that in a later video. So in Premiere, very simple, we're going to create a new project. So I want to click on New Project, and we want to tell it where to put that new project. Very important. Your file management is very important. So I'm just going to make a folder called Premiere, and I'm going to place my Premiere file in that folder, and Premiere will make its temporary folders in there, and I'm just going to give it a name. Okay, so you give it a name and tell it where to go, and you click on Create to create the new project. All right, so over in Premiere, I'm going to focus on this lower left window here, this import window, and I'm going to use the shortcut Control-I to import, and I'm going to import the file that I just showed you that was made over in Lumion. Okay, that comes in. If I double click on it, it's going to show it to me in the Clips preview. A little bit about this Control-I, or this input window on the lower left. I have it set up as list view. So you see my cursor on list view. I can use icon view. I think that's the default if you like that. I can choose freeform view. So you have options. I've been typically using the list, which is good for a lot of images. Okay, then we need to set the duration. So we right click on it and we go to speed duration. The duration isn't so important, just something long enough so that you can view it, so that you can view it in like a media player software. So I just like making that 4 seconds, and then we just drag and drop it. Okay, so what I want to talk about for a second is Adobe Premiere is content aware. So we didn't have to do anything on the setup. We just created a new project. But it knows that this is a monoscopic image at a certain resolution, and it's made for VR. So in the upper right, in our preview window, we're just seeing the unrolled version. So what we need to do is set it to VR mode. So if you click on the little plus button for the button editor, you'll see this icon, toggle VR video display. Now I don't have enough room on my little window here, but if I can place it like, say, I'll place it like right here. So I'm just dragging and dropping it to this toolbar, and then it sits in that toolbar. And then I can click OK, and then I can click on that, and it will toggle back and forth from the equirectangular image to the VR image. Now we have a VR image, so now we're going to see or be able to see this in Premiere. And then it's just a matter of exporting this out. So I'm going to go ahead and click in the timeline here, and I'm going to use my shortcut Control-M to export. Okay, just important that you give it a name and a place to save it so that you know where it's saving. Okay, so let's take a closer look. I mentioned that Premiere is content aware and it knows what this image is, that it is VR. But if I look on the right here, I'm not really seeing too much of that. I'm seeing the resolution that it was output at, 4096 by 2048. So let's take a closer look. So under the preset, I'm going to actually render this one out at 4K. Okay, I can do it at a higher resolution, but I'm just going to start there. I think that's a good place to start. And you really want to just test your VR images before you render them at a super high resolution. So this is a good testing point. High quality 2160p 4K. So I'm going to click that. And then it thinks for a while and it adjusts the image. Then if we look under video, this is something that we don't have to set, hopefully. That was done for us because Premiere is content aware. But in case it doesn't work for you, you want to click on the down arrow for video, and you want to click on the three dots with more, and you want to scroll down pretty far here until you see the VR video. So there's VR video, and it is checked on, and it's set to monoscopic. Okay, so that's what we made this as monoscopic, and that's what we're going to export it out. So video is VR. That's all we need to do. So we'll click on the export. It takes a few moments to export that. And then I'm opening that right now. I'm just using VLC, Video Land. I don't know what the C stands for. Video Land, maybe communications. But they've been around for a long time, and they make the VLC media player, and you can go ahead and download that for free. And if you download that for free, you can browse and look at that panel. Now it's going to play here, and I'm just clicking on pause to pause it, and then once it's paused, then I can orbit around it in 360 degrees. So that's pretty great. All right, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. My head's going to pop up in the upper left. If you haven't subscribed, click on that to subscribe, and I'm going to put some reference videos in the upper right and the lower right. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day.